Hi guys, Glader here. Today I'm bringing you guys an update on FreecraftCore, which is the name I've given the World of Warcraft project that I'm working on. And it's quite the project. But more importantly, I'm here to talk to you today about a couple things I've been working on and the state of FreecraftCore, what's going on there, and what the point of all this is. But first, I want to talk about something I whipped up in about 2 days if you exclude some other work that I was working on that I based it on top of. So I wrote a packet bot that basically posts guild chat on 3.3.5 servers, and it posts it in Discord. And it's something, I don't know if people like it, but I thought it was cool. It's something I think Blizzard did something like this where you could like get it on some sort of app on your phone or something like that. But yeah, so I thought that was interesting, and it works. I log in and show you guys. Right now, it's two separate applications. I don't want it to be, but there's a long story behind why that's the case. So I'm on Primal WoW right now. And you see that my post shows a face, an emote. And if you can also see that some mortal, that's like the unknown that you sometimes see when you load into a game. You see NPCs or players with unknown tags. That's because of name queries not finished, and I didn't really feel like writing the required code to handle that async. But yeah, so I thought it was pretty neat. Not useful, but cool, I guess. But more importantly, I want to talk to you about something that isn't public, that may eventually be public one day, but I'm unsure. It's built with FreecraftCore, and it's called the Pioneer 2 project, which is a throwback to Phantasy Star Online, which, by the way, one day I'm going to get around to working on that. I've got some ideas for that. And it's essentially a simple web service that allows you to dump character information by spinning up packet bots and connecting to other servers that you don't own and dumping their character data. And it's not fully implemented, but it's going to see completion soon-ish. It depends. And yeah, I think it could be pretty useful because I think there's servers out there that are good, but the main issue is people don't want to transfer, or people don't want to leave their characters behind and lose all their progress. So let me go ahead and show you what's going on FreecraftCore. And the serializer library, it's gotten along, it's pretty feature complete, I would say, at this point. And there's several packets implemented now that I use to do this. Like, for example, let's take a look at the character list response. We get a bunch of character screen characters, and those are in a common library, so I can't show you those. What about chat? Well, we temporarily I have the name queries in here, and we have chat messages get sent down and emotes partially implemented. I keep myself online with. But yeah, so that's coming along, and I've got some pretty big ideas for FreecraftCore. I think FreecraftCore could be a cross-expansion, cross-version core that, well, the design already supports it. But we're able to load packets and handlers, load them dynamically, load the assemblies, and then register them. And what that will allow us, or me, to do is create basically a skeleton core that supports multiple expansions by loading those different packets and handlers, and essentially configuring services through IOC or dependency injection, whatever you want to call it, and injecting those depending on the expansion type or the version type that you wish to deploy as. So I have not written up how I'm going to accomplish all these goals. I haven't written the quote-unquote manifesto for this project, but it is surprisingly, it's looking like a large possibility, like it could actually work. And the reason I say this is because the inner core components, which I dubbed the pipeline system, are functional. And they were, when I wrote this so that I could write this transfer system and guild chat bot, but I wrote it so that it could also be used for a server. This song's really good. It's auto playing because FreecraftCore launches like a default Chrome, so sorry, but we're gonna go with the song. It's good. Now let me show you what happens when you log in. So I just sent a request that pulls down the character list and logs in. It happens actually really fast. You couldn't even see the logging, but these requests are happening incredibly fast too. So fast that it might not even be picked up on video. But yeah, I built a... where is it? I built an asynchronous pipeline system that's able to, and it's generic, so it actually works for authentication, for the authentication server and the game server. So you can use the same services to read packets, receive messages, and dispatch them for handling. And that was a design goal originally. By the way, we're getting into technical stuff, so if you don't care about that, you should probably leave now. And so what it accomplishes is like a unified design for how network messages go from the lower level to basically how they're handled in the application, how they get to the message handlers themselves. And I kind of like the design, but I hesitate showing it in action because it's not finished, but it does work, as you can see. We're connected and we're receiving and dispatching, even though we can't handle them. We're dispatching the messages very quickly, and this is just for the client. We could handle a lot of these, and I really want to talk more about this. I really do. There's so much to say, but the best thing I can do is recommend a video from Blizzard's GDC talk. And in that talk, you'll find that pretty much everything that they mention, I've implemented except for one thing. Jam, the packet handling, done through metadata instead of code generation. I do that. The message handlers, I do that. The routing strategy, the routing, I do that. You can route by protocol. You can label packets by protocol. You've got locking policies that you can register by protocol. It's shaping up surprisingly well. I mean, even I don't really understand how this is actually working out, but it is. So yeah, so that's just a short update. What's going on? Like, what the heck am I doing? I apologize to everyone who's interested in all the other projects I work on, but World of Warcraft is teaching me so much about MMOs, working with it and picking it apart and taking a look at how Trinity Core works and etc. It's showing me so much about MMOs that I really think the more I work with this, the more Phantasy Star Online and its remake seems possible, and even to a larger scale. I think it's possible that we could go towards an MMO instead, a real MMO. But I don't know. Who knows? I mean, it's going to take years to finish any of these projects, so that's what's disappointing. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. That's just a quick update of what's going on, some technical overview, a little bit about FreecraftCore, what's going on there. Oh, I forgot to mention, yeah, this is also, it's also a client. So go watch the client video for World of Warcraft. It's everything. It's a multi-core, multi-expansion client and server emulator in the works. It's everything. Will it ever be completed? Who knows? But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. And I'll post another update video when there's something interesting to talk about.